Hello, visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. Welcome back to our Momentum Monday. How are you? It's holiday season again, right? Here I adding some flowers by the side of me, and just let's celebrating. The holidays are coming, and how many of you? Either you are, I know, especially for entrepreneurs, business owners, right? The holiday season means like a peak season. Like we are looking for like Black Fridays and other like promotions, right? Many of you maybe are now under quite some pressure. How many of you admit that you may be under pressure to say, oh, how could I make more sales, right? How do I get better clients and more clients? How many of you admit that you are a little bit under press? And also, how many of you are really in the hustle? Trying to chase around like, oh, where's my next clients, right? So today we want to, and by the way, this is always the number one challenge for majority of our entrepreneurs and business owners, right? But I'm not saying that I do not have such kind of a stress or challenges, but through 16 years of coaching, I've already really got the essence of how you can attract your high quality clients without a hustle. So today, let's share with this some secrets I called like a 4 A's secrets with some like essentials like alignment, about your energy, about the right strategies, how you can really attract your clients, okay, especially high quality clients. And now we are live inside of our Facebook group, Abundant Entrepreneurs. We hope more of our purposeful entrepreneurs will join our communities, and this is a place we lift you up. Okay, this is a platform you can share any of your creations, your promotions, and here is a platform or stage for you to shine. Okay, and also if you are working this like watching this even the replay, uh, no matter where you watch us, right? We will share on our YouTube channel as well. Make sure that you will subscribe to our YouTube channel because you will get our weekly update on our new episode. It's all about the essences, how to teach our entrepreneurs and visionaries to get to stand out from the crowds and attract more of your high quality clients. Okay, so today I want to share 4 A's secrets. So it's easier. Like last week, I shared 4 M's, the 4 M's pillars of abundant business, right? Today I want to also summarize to be 4 A's, and it will be easier for you to remember how to use the 4 A's to attract your ideal clients, and especially also including a daily ritual. This one will be super practical, and you can take that into your today's practice right away and find some great inspiration and results as well. Okay, so without further ado, first A, the first A is super important, is alignment. The alignment is including the clarity part. Okay, so many of our entrepreneurs, how many of you would admit, comment under video, okay, how many of you, when you open up your eyes every morning, you rush into your like a cleaning, eating breakfast, and then you start your business work, right? Like a busy hustle day. How many of you is in that kind of a mode? But then how many of you really take the morning, the like first 10 to 15 minutes? I would say sometimes I suggest the busy, super busy entrepreneurs, I so at least start with the 5 minutes. Okay, the 5 minutes alignment business, alignment time, and ideally could be around 10 minutes. Like this morning I was in, because Monday is always the business day, right? So this morning my alignment time, I have a different words that I call it abundance meditation time. That time I normally take around 15 to even 20 minutes, right? And this morning I took it to be summarized it to be around 10 minutes. And I feel like it's still like give me a super energy to start the day and the week. So I would encourage you take every day morning at least 10 minutes, okay, to align with what you are called here to fulfill. Okay, to firstly start, you want to start with like a gratitude. By the way, I will share more details about the daily ritual at the end. Okay, the four, because we have 4 A's, the last A. Okay, but here I want to quickly, the alignment means that you align with the business. It's a meaningful business for you. Okay, alignment with your vision, alignment with your purpose, alignment with your like your goal, with your goals, right? And especially alignment with who you are helping. Okay, now especially we talk about the clients, right? Clients attraction. So you want to understand this business, who you really desire to help. Okay, who are the ideal clients, your high-level clients, your best clients, I would say, ideal clients that you desire to help them, right? It's not like you are hesitating, it's just for make money. Business is not just for make money, right? You really want to have that alignment with those people. You truly want to help them, and you know what they desire for. You know what's their like struggling, what's their challenges, even what's their lifestyle, what's their like their vision, what's their some of their patterns, right? Even sometimes about their personalities, what they truly value in their life, and what they are pursuing, right? And then what struggling they are experiencing every day. So, and those people who are searching for solutions that you could provide, and at the same time they are also have that kind of like they're easy to be found, right? You know where to they are gathering and how to find them, and especially they would like to invest in themselves. They have that willingness to invest instead of just like looking for free solution, who are not, some people, even though they want something, but they may not necessarily committed to something, right? And that's a big difference. Some people, oh, I'm interested in that. I maybe want to do that. I will try that, right? That's some of those people, they would like try something, but if they are not fully committed, they would not like to pay. So you want find those kind of like align with, not just find, like it's really aligned. You need that clarity. Who are those people like you love to help and they are ready to be helped? Okay, they have that kind of desire to have that kind of like challenges, and you know how to solve those challenges, and you have the methodology, like last time we said four, right? You have the mindset, you have the methodology, you have the how to say, the messaging, and also you have the you totally have this like four aims to help them, but at the same time you monetization, right? You have the whole system to help them, and but at the same time you also fully resonate with them, and you know their language, you can speak their language. And the best way is like you had the exact experience, like maybe a few years ago, right? Or maybe many years ago, or like even 1 year ago, you had a similar struggling experience, but you figured out through your learning, through your practice, everything, right? You figure out how to solve their problems. So you have that deep resolution with them. That will be the best, okay? So the first one is really have that alignment. And so I would encourage you to do some like a mini practice about this part. Okay, focus on the clients who value what you can provide, because especially they admire you. That will be best. They admire what you have already achieved, what including, like for example, including your some of my clients, they are attracted by my energy, by my presence, by my inspirations, by the empowerment I brought to them, right? So they admire what you own that they do not have it yet, but they want to have. Okay, so you need to possess something they want to have but not yet. Okay, so focus on they value your expertise, and also they are ready to invest. And then the activity tip today I want to invite you to do is like you write down, take 1 page. Either like the best actually is not use your cell phone or even your laptop to write down, because just by research, scientific research, by using your pen to write things, handwriting down is totally different in like impression and that kind of recognition inside of you. So that will help you to have a better inspiration and also better memory and a deep connection with it. So write it down with a paper. Okay, write down your ideal client, define them, what they want, who they are, like their demographic, and also, for example, the age range, and what kind of for some people you may want to help like women, some you may want to help men. For me, unlimited, I want both men and women. And interesting, I actually attract more men clients because my decisiveness and also my energy, right? I attract more of them. But now, and also, and the ladies, I found that they also admire my energy as well. Okay, anyway, define the demographics and their mindsets, the challenges and their desires, and their aspirations, their visions, everything, right? Write that down. The more detail you reflect and write down, the more you will actually get a resolution and connection with them. Okay, do this practice, promise me, okay? Do this practice today, even though you've already done this similar something like avatar or whatever, your client's profile, your niche. But today, do that again, because it will never hurt to refine, okay? Refine the profile, refine your clients, so you can this is alignment. Alignment is not once a while you do it. The alignment is do it every day. For me, like recently, my alignment is like even though I previously I call my visionary entrepreneurs life changers, right? Like you heard that I started with this, but more and more I found the ideal clients to me, not just visionary entrepreneurs, not just like life changers, but by the way, that two words I got from my survey, from survey results from my community. But more and more I found the best clients to me is also like they're purpose driven and heart centered. This kind of clients is the best, especially in my abundant entrepreneurs. I have so many. I attracted and also filtered so many great entrepreneurs who are doing business based on the purpose and passion, and also they have the heart to serve other people. I found just like through so many years, I just found I resonate with those people the best. Okay, so you want to fine tune, further fine tune and define what's your highest level and the ideal clients. Okay, so write that down today for that practice. And the second A, the 4A's familiars. Okay, the second A is really authenticity. The authenticity connected to another word, authentic visibility. Okay, you need to let people to see you, to hear you, to watch you, to really have that kind of authentic impression, right? You cannot hide somewhere. You cannot hide just behind your laptop. Do not show up. Just do like a typing, whatever, like a texting, right? Without showing your face, without showing your expression, and just be even like you do not want to create like an AI avatar. For me, like I now saw more and more people created the AI avatar to replace them. I think that's a big mistake. Quite soon people will find, even though whatever like AI is developing quickly, right, very fast, will spread like to the whole world, but it's still, and maybe it's exactly because of that reason, the authentic you and authentic presence and expression will be so rare, and pressures will be more and more pressures. Okay, so you need to always like see through the trend, but see what is the essence, what is the most precious thing. Okay, so especially for AI's popularity, and now our authenticity is more rare and valuable. Okay, so you want to keep that authentic visibility, and challenge yourself every day to show up there. Okay, I know some of you will say, oh, you are easy outgoing, and I'm an introvert, like that, right? And you find, oh, it's so difficult for me to show up in the camera. And for me, you don't know, it's inside of me, I'm actually introvert, right? Sounds like unbelievable. I'm definitely inside of me is an introvert. Compared with like, for example, I have to overcome some challenge, like to show up in front of a camera. For example, it's easier, more comfortable for me to just read a book, to just like watch some video, right? Or like write something and text. It's much easier for me, like go to nature. I'm a nature person, go to outdoor, just by myself, hiking, everything, right? I would rather to do that. But why I'm showing up here? Because my purpose, my passion is much bigger than my shyness, right? I need to present, I need to show up here to really contribute to my value, and then I overcome my introvertness and to just show up here. Okay, so you want to do that challenge to yourself as well. Okay, I definitely want to encourage you for this step. So daily show up, not just like, oh, occasionally show up. The daily does not mean like every day you have to be in front of the camera, but every day you challenge yourself to have that kind of state, have that kind of like energy state, and also that preparation that you are ready to be able to show up whenever. Okay, when you get inspirations, that's the best time. Okay, when you have that flow. So don't copy other people's. And even though you have all the AI now, AI to create your, let's say, even your image or AI's content, right? Do not just depend on it. You want to have the authentic creativity inside of it. Okay, for example, I now see quite some like entrepreneurs, they create the avatar, their image and the message, everything you feel like is exactly all AI generated. Don't do that, okay? It's like a copycat, or just like use to be lazy and then just use the AI to generate for you every day, even though you are doing that every day so frequently, but the impact will be very minimum, okay? Don't just use AI to create everything for you. You want to be authentic you, that kind of visibility to present yourself. Because by the way, this actually eventually you will find, initially you may overcome some kind of like introvertness and like say insecurity, not sure about, and then like self-doubt, right? All this kind of self-doubt, critics, like for example, I'm not doing any kind of a makeup, so even my mom and my sister are saying that, oh, you should do the makeup and you look pale, you do not look so good, but I still want to just keep my own style. I don't like any kind of makeup. Sorry for that, ladies, or like and our gentlemen. If you like people with a like a prettiness and makeups, I'm sorry, I'm not that kind of style. I hope you can still accept who I am, and I just fully enjoy myself. Okay, when I am myself, when I'm with nature, when I'm with, for example, with the trees, with the flowers, with myself, genuine self, without any makeup. I'm not against the doing makeup if you really enjoy it, okay? The fundamental criteria is if you really enjoy it, be you, but not just to do that to please other people, okay? That's a fundamental criteria you can refer to. So do the things that you enjoy. Like a other day, the ladies were talking about the jewelries. Should we wear jewelries or not? I occasionally, I'm not against the to take like how to say, to wear jewelries, or like or not taking jewelries. I do not vote for either. But for me, the totally criteria is like do the things you enjoy yourself. For example, I just when I go to some social events, I occasionally wear some jewelries. I feel like, oh, I look prettier. I look like I feel like a more let's say like shiny and energetic. I feel like I feel good for that. Okay, so but when I'm by myself, I do not necessarily wear jewelries. I have a lot of jewelries, and even the thieves took away my jewelries. I do not feel like a very like a pain, or like a, how to say that, heart uneasiness. I feel like, okay, those things are not really, it's just like attachment, even though I do not want to be robbed, right? But it's definitely, I feel like, oh, it's not really bother me that much compared to even very precious kind of jewelries, right? I do not feel like that much like worried about it. Like it just feel like Warren Buffett is totally right. This weekend I shared Warren Buffett's lifestyle. I'm totally maybe like him. It's like more value focused instead of like how to say material focused, right? It's like he's been living in his old house for over 67 years, the same house he bought very cheaply, and but it's still like moderate nice, right? And he's comfortable there for 67 years. He's driving his Cadillac for 13 years. He's still driving that. Oh wow! I said, well, this is a this man is really one of like hundreds of millions of people, right? He's standing out because he's a free man, total free man, not attached or being a slave to any kind of a money or materials. I truly admire him. I think that's a true hero. So I want to just encourage you to be truly yourself. Okay, do the things just like you fully enjoy yourself instead of just pleasing other people. Okay, so that's a fundamental criteria. And authentic visibility, show up with your true personality and style. Say the things like they said talk. Let's say how to say walk your talk and talk your walk, right? So it's just like you want to be consistent. You want to have that kind of integrity. Okay, do not fool anybody, including yourself. All right. So today's activity, I would encourage you for this part, authenticity, visibility. I would challenge you a little bit. You may not necessarily do a video right away, right? But I challenge you to share a post, because that means that show up, right? Share a post with your inspiration. For example, you are listening to this and you just get some inspirations. I would encourage you to write that down, comment under our video, and also create some like either a tips or inspiration or any post. Create something you can share with this world, because I will always, every day I share something. Either it's like a resource or any kind of a post you create, something you feel like helpful, inspiring, and you want to contribute to this world. That's a fundamental, the most important thing is like add value. Okay, the showing up is not just for showing up or visibility. It's not like a performance. Okay, you want to add values. That's the most important thing. You are not centered by yourself. Like the world is your center, I would say. You care about other people. You genuinely care about other people. You genuinely want to add values to other people's lives. So that's the motivation. That's the purpose for any of your visibility. Okay, so you can go to like for example a group, either your own group or other people's group. You want to comment, you want to add values there. Okay, you want to let people see you, to show your expertise, to show your genuine like kindness, to support other people. Okay. Oh, by the way, at the end, I would invite you to support me, to vote for me for the best business coach. I would really appreciate that if you can do me this kindness. Okay. All right. So that's the second part for the visibility. But basically, and also, by the way, get some feedback. Whatever you share, or either a video or like a post you shared, ask some like honest like audit and feedback. For example, you can invite your family, your friends, and some partners, including people are not directly in your field. That's even better, because you want your message to be easy to be like to understood, right? So you want to invite them to give you some feedback, honest feedback. Even critics, just share that honestly with them and ask them to give you that feedback to help you grow. Okay, you need to let them know that you are not just seeking for their accomplishment, right? Like how to say, the applause or like a praise. You want honest feedback for you to grow. All right, to clarify that. Now the third A, okay, with our 4 A's. The third A is really the mindset part. Is attraction versus chasing. Nowadays, you can see, especially on LinkedIn, right? So many people keep texting you, and they providing you offer, and they keep providing like asking you, like over is really like over asking. So, oh, have you seen my last message? Have you seen this offer? Oh, then a few days later they follow up. Sounds like they are very diligent in their follow up let's say follow up ritual, but it's not so good, because you're not adding values. And another day I just give some salesperson, right, a feedback, and maybe he's not really, how to say, interested in taking that, because he's keeping probing you and asking you, oh, have you seen my last message? A few days later, oh, have you seen my last message? It's not adding any values, right? I finally, I do not want to just witnessing his miserable follow-up like a process, because I believe majority of people will not respond to him at all. So I want to help them out. And so I asked him, like, I told him why I'm not responding initially, right, for quite some days. And maybe some other people did not respond to him as well. I asked him to every time to not just remind people, probing them to oh, read my first message. Okay, add some new messages, right? Really bring that curiosity in your communication, to really care about the other person instead of just caring about your offer, your promotion, right? So definitely that's a taboo. All right, so the attraction part is today I want to challenge you to drop something and adopt something. Okay, so it's like it's a mindset and also behavior change, a shifting. Okay, we call this like a shifting. So focus on attraction instead of chasing. This is a mindset first, right? You do not want to just push in, just chasing after people, because nobody wants to be chased, right? Eventually, this kind of a conversion rate will be very low. Or everybody said it's just a number game. All the sales and marketing person will tell you, oh, it's just a number game. The more you invite or the more you reach out to, the better results you will get. Yes, from statistics, from the like the science or from the math, it is. But the more part I just found is art part. Okay, the art part today I want to share with you. Yes, you want to reach out to more, the numbers game, but more important is the art, how you reach out to people. Okay, instead of chasing them, you should change your mindset. Instead of chasing them, you want to attract them. You want to, every time the interaction is meaningful, it's inspiring, it's like with that curiosity, with like a add value. With the center, is not just you, it's not your offer, it's not today, oh, I want to fulfill my sales goal, I want to sell my offers. No, that should not be your center. The center is another person, the one you want to reach out to, the one you want to add value to, the one you want to help, the one you genuinely care about what is their like aspirations, what they are their like visions, what the goals they want to achieve, what kind of life they want to live, and what kind of like a business they want to create, right? What kind of values they want to add to this world, and what kind of a the challenges, right? Exactly what you can help them. So you want to be a curious friend instead of like a just a salesperson to chase and force and like pushing them, because there are many new, I would say, new entrepreneurs make these mistakes. When I coach entrepreneurs, they always like jump into, for example, I encourage them to do the survey to inquire their prospect clients, right? They will jump into, oh, what's your, like, for example, what kind of problems you have and how I can help them. They directly jump into that kind of they want to close the deal, right? So no, you don't want to get that immediately. You first want to really resonate with them, like start from the first one, right? Alignment with them. You want to build up that connection. You want to really understand them, for you better help them, right? For you to better help them, even though you may not be a coach, you may not be a consultant, you may just want to sell something, products. You still want to know if this product is really adding values to them, right? Before you recommend to them. So it's definitely change your mindset, and now the behavior is drop what? Drop your chasing and drop your pushing messages or the calls, right? Drop that. What is or over posting? I would say over posting or over texting. Drop that kind of behavior. Today I would encourage you to adopt what? Adopt is like position yourself as a solution and also authority. Position yourself. You need to first understand this is not just a branding, it's understand your identity and understand your position in this market. Okay, you need to first have that clarity. So own that kind of confidence, even though sometimes I know you may not immediately get that confidence, but you want to. But the clarity, I would say, clarity will bring you confidence, and more practice and preparation will bring you more confidence. Okay, so it's not like printing. Many people say, "Oh, how to say, pretend, yeah, pretend that kind of a confidence." I do not encourage that part. The confidence is come from more clarity and practice, and then you do not need to pretend. Okay, sometimes you may even want to show that vulnerability to like get into our second, right, authenticity. You want to show that vulnerability. Oh, I'm nervous. Yeah, I'm not so, like, how to say, I'm quite nervous because I've been practicing this just like let's say, even though sometimes you show people that kind of vulnerability, to be honest, right? And for example, you just practice something for 1 or 2 years, honest, share with them. But share more important things, that in your sincerity, your genuine care about other people. And I found many, actually, we have some kind of so many like real life examples, right? When people show their vulnerability, show their nervousness, and show where they come from, and that resonated with people more, and people will like this kind of people. And then eventually honest people get more sales. Okay, honest people really eventually get more trust, like the trusting the clients who trust them and would like to give them a business. Okay, because you really put your heart there, you really seriously, sincerely and carefully to do your services, and people would trust. They would rather trust these people, and then more like all people with more experiences, but they are not like fully honest. They pretend this, and they do not put their heart into it, the services, right? So you know that experience, which one you would choose, and then you know how other people would choose. Okay, so today you adopt, position yourself as the expert and also the solution and authority, whichever you're good at. Okay, you do not want to just cheating and inviting clients to come to you through the values and clarity. Okay, you want to clarify your offer, your brand, your solution, your message. Like this one we talked last week. Okay, you want to clarify your everything you can provide, and really every time you show up, either message or post or whatever, you want to provide value. So including your branding, including your offer, including your message, you through everything you show up there, you give values. All right, and the activity is like replace one chasing action. So you want to analyze, review, or what kind of activities is chasing or pushing. Today, replace that with activities like it's attraction. action. Okay, so for example, you send an email. Do not just push people, oh, buy this and promoting this offer, but provide some values, attract them, okay? To even some like messages to ask them questions, to get answers, do some simple surveys to fully understand people, because sometimes majority time is because your offer or your marketing or your sales is not working because you do not fully understand your clients. So maybe you want to start from the beginning, like a root cause, right? You want to start to understand them more. So you want to ask questions, you want to reach out to provide some like a the simplest one is like even share some resources that could be helpful to them. So you want to review what's going on in their life, what do they really need. For example, now some interesting LinkedIn messages. For example, I shared the voting part, right? I invite some connections, first level connections, right? It's not spam. I invite them. Oh, okay, please, say this voting opportunity, and if you can support me, right, vote for me, and I would thank you, and also like send you my blessing cards, and I have my articles to share with them, and because I'm adding value, I'm not just like asking for like people to give me some benefits, right? So even in this kind of interaction, some people just care about whatever they are promoting. And so, oh, I want you to check my offer first before I can vote for you, or before whatever, right? They are never doing that for favor to me, but they only care about what they offer. Guess what? Will I become their prospect? Not at all, right? Because you do not care about the person's needs. You only care about what you want promoting. So definitely you want to reflect, okay? You have a review what you are pushing, but today instead how you can provide value the person really need. All right, so that's a good example. And you want to post like highlights your expertise. Today, for example, whatever you post, you want to show up your expertise. For today, I'm doing the Momentum Monday. Every Monday, I've been doing this. This is our 227 episode. So I'm so proud of myself that every week I've been so creative and committed to it, and committed to adding values to my network, not necessarily to be my clients, but my network, my people in my world, right? Whoever who can like get benefit from it, right? You focus on inspiration and adding value. Okay, so that's the third A. Now the final A is what? This A is your daily ritual. The daily I call the abundance ritual. At the beginning, I said every morning and every night time. You start with a minimum 5 minutes, or ideally short time is like 10 minutes. Okay, you start from, for example, the 2 minutes. You want focus on gratitude. Okay, and let me turn on my light, by the way, get more light on my face. I know it's like evening time, and then the day, the winter time, is getting quickly dark. So first you want to focus on the gratitude, 2 minutes. Gratitude, what kind of, for example, today we're talking about the clients, right? Different time you can focus on different content, but today we're talking about the client's attraction. So you want to focus on your gratitude on the client's part, including like a review, quickly review your past clients, your current clients, who you have served or now you're serving, and the best clients, right? You feel like so gratitude on it, for them to trust you, to take your service, and to grow together with you, right? You really want to give that gratitude to the universe, to these clients as well, right? And then the second part, you won't use the 3 minutes, I would say, totally 10 minutes. So we break down into like 2, 3, 5. Okay, the 3 minutes you want to do visualization. Visualize who are your, maybe just think even one person, specifically this kind of avatar, right? So, or maybe generically overall, who are your ideal clients, but specifically you want to get into more detail. Just imagine or like visualize one specific person who is your ideal clients, right? Your highest level clients, who has the mindset, who has the like the who value your expertise, who admires you, who really wants what you have already. Okay, and who would love to invest and can't wait to invest in working with you. Okay, and they value your service, they would like to invest the great price to for your valuable services, to grow together with you, and to net you, to help them to, let's say, either transform their life or help them break through, help them to reach their higher potential, and help them to expand their vision, help them to fulfill more goals, right? So just do that kind of a visualization. See it in your mind, okay? See it and feel it, and have that kind of a energetic, kind of an emotional connection with that client. Okay, and to attract it in your mind already. So that's the 3 minutes you want to do that. Okay, do this visualization of your ideal clients, and then finally the 5 minutes is take action. Okay, you cannot just do all this kind of gratitude or visualization. Everything is just your mind. Okay, law of attraction. The key is it's created. Okay, it's not just put your wish there and to just pray the universe send whatever the best to you, send the money, send the person to you, right? Eventually you need to create, or you can say you're a co-creator, okay, with the universal intelligence of God, whatever like beliefs you have. Co-creator, you're the co-creator. You are using the universal intelligence and energy to help you to co-create what you truly desire. Okay, now you need to take action. So the action today, I want to invite you to, instead of like chasing, right, you today you want to do some the 5 minutes, do some simple but like impactful activities. Okay, so this part you will combined with our previous 3 A's, right? That kind of like alignment, attraction, and let's say the 3A, alignment, attraction, and also the authenticity. Remember the 3 A's, and combine them together into your follow this 5 minutes practice. For example, the 5 minutes, what you can do. I actually help myself remember. I write down 11. I write down personally. I write down 11 ways to take your inspired action. Many of them I do that daily. For example, you check in and to see how you would show up today. Every day, checking your own energy, your own state, to see how you would show up. For example, today I show up with flowers. I really love to buy flowers time from time to replenish it, right? To just like have the fresh flowers to accompany me. That's my commitment to myself. That's a way for me to love myself, right? And also today, I always committed to showing up for the Momentum Monday, and that's my way for it's really like my state, right? To show up. Before I show up, I always get myself to reconcentrate, do some meditation. And earlier today, I was listening to some worship songs and to get myself energy there to present, so I can bring my best energy to you and to help you, to support you. Okay, so and then you want to write down your inspiration today. For example, you listen to this video, what's your inspirations? I hope this is inspirational for you, it's valuable for you, so get you some like new ideas, right? New aha moments. So write that down. And then you want to post a quick post. Either it's a tip, either it's your inspiration, or it's like your story, right? You want to have that to share the visibility part or authenticity part, right? And then you can also review your contacts and the people you connected with, and to pick some that you really want today to reach out or to connect with. Okay, and you want to engage with someone you in your network, engage with some curious messages, engage with some like you really care about them, what you want to learn about them, right? So that kind of connection you want to build up. Always remember to add values. For example, you shared something and today you want to share with your connections and to remind them, okay, today I shared this, maybe I found this, maybe they could be helpful to you, right? And you also want to check them. You do not just focus on what you are doing, right? You want to quickly check your let's say your contacts, what's their updates, right? What they are interested, for example, on LinkedIn or on Facebook, similarly, what people shared. Or on LinkedIn, you can even say, or what they posted or what they forwarded, right? Whatever they shared. Sometimes it's not necessarily what they created, but what they may be interested. You can see that. So you know what's going on in their life, right? Or what kind of topics they're interested. You can share, you can discuss about the similar topic, because you can also watch that if you feel interested. You can also read it and thank them, by the way. This kind of a gratitude and a praise, right? It's really important. We should thank other people who share values and great resources with us as well, right? So that will help you build up connections. Okay, so what else? Let me see. And share a helpful resource, like you refer to other people's resources, but if you find something it's very valuable, you do not want to just keep to yourself, right? You want to share. Sometimes I also like forward other people's like from different social media platforms. Oh, I found a very valuable one. I really do not just want to enjoy that by myself. Then I help other people to share with the bigger networks to enjoy. And then also like send a thoughtful and a curious message to a past or potential client. Yeah, like including your past client. I always care about what's going on in your life, what's the update, right? What's the news? I always care about their growth. And even though they may not become your clients again, but it's great to keep that connection, right? And for your potential clients as well, then especially what's going on in their life, right? And curious to focus on what they are doing, okay, instead of what you want promoting. And then the comment or engage, that's super important in social media. Sometimes we in our friends network or in some groups, right, we engage. Sometimes you see a question, you could answer. Sometimes it's other people share some great things, you want to support them, you comment, give them that kind of applause, right? Let their work to be more recognized by their network. So give that support, all right? And then you can refine your ideal clients list, or like updated notes. Refine your ideal clients list. Remember, like previously we said like write down one page who are your ideal clients, right? And sometimes that some people, when you have this better clarity and alignment, and when you are like review your networks, or even like connect with some new ones, right, you will have a better criteria, or to say if this is a really meaningful connection for you. Okay, you want to review that and also have update notes. And then, for example, brainstorm some ideas. Either it's like your mini course, or it's some tip sheet, or like an offer, anything like new ideas. You could invite some partners, potential partners, right, to brainstorm with you. And that's a great cooperation process as well, and it help you to build up new connection, help build up deeper partnerships. And then finally, a lot of idea I had is like send a thank you or acknowledgement to someone in your network. Okay, brighten some other people's life today. And every day I have 3 criteria. Have I learned something? Did I learn something to grow right today? And today, did I create something? Create something that is valuable and inspiring. And the third one is like, have I like really helped someone? It's really like build some connection, I would say. Have I? It's like first is like let's say. The second is a creativity, like a creation, right? The first one is that kind of let's say learning growth, creation. So learn and create, you see that logical. And the third one is the connection. So that's 3 simple criteria for me to say, oh, if today I really lived a valuable day, today I lived a fulfilling day. So I hope all this are helping for, very helpful to you, and you get some new aha or inspirations. I would encourage you, comment on our video, and I would really love. And by the way, at the end, right, inviting you to vote for me. You can find that message in my post. Invite you to vote for me, the best business coach. And this is my effort for this season. And I not just really want to get that title or branding, but I really want to prove that my efforts, because I know some other candidates very strong. They have here myself, right? And my business, I'm doing this coaching majority of time myself, but the other companies, they have a team over dozens of people. It's really like it's a challenging campaign for me, but I still challenge myself because I really want to see how far I can put my efforts and how far I can challenge myself to create more valuable things to contribute to other people. So this is like just like I want to take this journey as a testimonial for how it's to my face, to my connections, and to the values I can contribute. So I really appreciate that, right? Okay, so if you can vote for me for the best business coach. And also we have the link for our masterclass, and also for our complimentary coaching, complimentary consultation session. So I would encourage you, if in any way I can help you, feel free to sign in, and we can have a room chat. And if you are living in New York, or if you are visiting New York City, I would love to meet you in person. Okay, so we will keep this week on a high momentum, and I would encourage you today to really take that action. Okay, remember that the daily ritual every day, from your alignment to the the authenticity, to your attraction, and to your daily abundance ritual. Okay, I hope you will practice the 4 A's every day, and that will help you attract your high level clients. All right, we'll see you soon. Okay, bye bye.